to take note of questions to Senator Wong. And whilst Senator Marshall, I hope, remains in the chamber, could I just point out to him that some 4 out of 5 questions were directed to Senator Wong today in relation to various aspects about the budget, not just in relation to asylum seekers. And Senator Marshall, I have to tell you, I am offended constantly by your protestation that you hold the high moral ground over there on refugees and the asylum seeker debate. Because the purpose of the questions to Senator Wong today was about the very fact that there has been another blowout, another budget blowout on the cost of your failing and continued failed border protection policies. So when we listen, Mr Deputy President, Mr Deputy President, so when they announce, when the Treasurer announces last night once again of a 19 billion...
Order on my right. Order on my right. Order. Order. Senator Kroger, you have the call.
Mr Deputy President, the interjections, the disgraceful interjections we have just heard go to the very core of my opening comment, that they profess to hold the high moral, profess to stand on the high moral ground on this particular issue. And can I say to them, say that to the families of those people who lost their lives at sea when they were fooled by people smugglers to hop on boats for high costs. Tell that to the families of those, and then say that this is a humane policy, because it is a continuing failed policy, and it is one that has continued to fail. What I'm astounded by is that they are not ashamed, that Senator Marshall, who is now retreating out of the chamber, that he is not ashamed, that they have not got the capacity to come here and even during the giving the budget, that they never ever acknowledge that they are fiscally incompetent, that they are failing in the policies that they have
Order
not,
on my right.
that they have been and consistently fiscally incompetent in the management of Australia. Not once during that budget was there any acknowledgement. Was there any acknowledgement?
Order, Senator Marshall. Order, Senator Marshall.
Was there any acknowledgement of any failure? And it is something that the Australian people would like to hear, because what they would like to know is where your policies, from your own advice, where your policies have failed and how you are going to fix them. Not a 10-year plan, not even a 5-year plan, but how you're going to fix what is failing Australians every day. And I farewell Senator Marshall out of the chamber as he retreats. Mr. Acting Deputy President, whilst we hear daily that there are billions and billions of dollars in terms of a blowout in the cost of dealing with the Gillard government's failed border protection policies, whilst we hear, for instance, in April alone, that there was a record number of arrivals, some 3,369 on 46 boats, and that seems to be on the increase. The one thing that we are assured of at the moment is that there is growth that this budget has underscored, and that growth is growth in the business model of the people smugglers business model, because it is the only evidence of any area that has significant growth and is burgeoning. Because they're working on the basis of the old fire sale. They've got four streams, if you like, across the seas, where they've got boats arriving where we cannot provide sufficient surveillance. It is the only area
Thank
of
you,
significant—
Senator Kroger. Your time has expired. Senator Stirl.
Mr Acting Deputy President. No, you're allowed, Senator Marshall, and I wish I could come too, Cobber, but unfortunately I have to stay.
To the
Mr.
chair.